Hello and welcome to another video from the Woodland Geeks. Today's going to be a techie video, an update on the server stuff at the homestead. One of the benefits that we have out here that most people don't, we're out in the middle of nowhere and like no cell phone coverage. 25 miles from the nearest town, surrounded by pine trees, but we have high-speed fiber internet. That helps. Anyhow, I was going to walk through the system setup, what we've built over the past year, and just walk you through it. And today, I'm sporting and representing my Nova Spirit hoodie. Shout out to Don. Lots of great videos on setting up Raspberry Pis and other server things with Docker and Britannia or other stuff in video gaming. Go check him out. novaspirit.tech. Anyhow, on to what we got going on here. So here we got our server rack cabinet here. I don't know, I think this is a 20U rack cabinet. It's a little overkill for just a family, but I got this on an auction for like 75 bucks. And you would get a more modern 6U lightweight kind of thing was going to be around 200 bucks. So thought it was a good deal. Got our monitor sitting on top right now. Got it programmed to be looking at the camera systems that we have on the property, checking different places. We've caught foxes getting our chickens. We've caught skunks on camera. Just mostly for animal intruders and warning, but also in case we are out here kind of remote. So in case strangers happen to come in that are unexpected, we got that going on for us. Typical laptop, mouse, yeah, for controlling things. So inside the cabinet, we got a lot going on here. I'm going to start with the networking system. So we currently have fiber, and it's coming through on our, sorry, got to do a little cleanup. It's coming through on our Charter modem, and from the modem that gets fed into the back of, I got a Keystone Jack rack, but we got it coming into the back so I can come up to, this is the main nuts and bolts of our system right here. Got it coming into the Omada router. That's the brains of our internet. I was looking at doing something like an all-in-one unit, but it doesn't give me the granularity control. Watched a lot of different videos looking at different systems, and I know the big one out there is Unify, but Unify is quite expensive. So we got the bones of the system is this Omada router and this hardware controller right here. You can do software-based controller, but I decided I wanted to go with the hardware controller. So that's the brains, and then from that we got it going into another room. We got a Wi-Fi access point that controls Wi-Fi or gives Wi-Fi signal to the whole house. We got an 8-port switch here that allows for PoE. It's actually fed into the controller because it takes PoE, and there's a couple other systems in here that take PoE. Oh, the Wi-Fi access point is PoE. And then we got a 16-port switch here, and as you can tell, we got a lot of ports filled because we got a lot of stuff going on. Every room in the house is wired for Ethernet. So all this is TP-Link Omada. From this, I also branched out to different areas on the property. I got TP-Link Omada switches so that I can do granular control with VLANs on the different security cameras. We got one in my shed. We got one in the pole barn. We got one at our front pole, but that's just so that we can isolate different cameras on different networks, and then we also have access points that are available for everything. So 16-port switch. That's the networking side. Oh, a little bit of a networking, and I got to call Verizon. This is a range extender that takes the Wi-Fi and creates a cell signal, and it stopped working. Don't know why. So then we got our Real Link system. This is our NVR for the cameras above. Don't actually have any cameras plugged into it. I have all the cameras plugged into the network and then one network cable coming into here. So, but this is our NVR. From a power standpoint, we have a UPS that I got. Everything runs into this and then out to the two different power strips. Don't have enough power coming through here to overload it, but key thing out here is when you got power running through the pine trees, you lose power quite often, or it even just blips. And when it blips, that Amada system takes about 3 to 5 minutes to recover. So this prevents blips, and it's already saved our butts several times with my wife and I working from home. We need to be able to have consistent internet, and blips would not be helpful. Then into the more geeking outside, which I've been working on lately. We'll start from right to left and then up. This blue box here is a case I got on clearance at the Micro Center, but it holds a Raspberry Pi 3 board. And what this is running is our some low power, lower bandwidth systems for the house. This runs our Pi-hole, our whole house ad blocking. It actually also does some DDNS work, which makes sure out there in your systems, our website IP address is up to date. And that's for something else. Then this is another Raspberry Pi. That's a 4-bay NAS. This is what networking tech storage for everybody in the house to access things. It's a Redsa SATA hat. So there's a hat sitting on top of the Pi, and on top of it I got four 480 gigabyte 2.5 inch SSDs and a fan up there. And then to the left of that is basically the main server for the house. It's a B-Link, a brand new B-Link mini PC. It's running Proxmox. I got a Minecraft server that friends who email us and want to have access to it, we can put you on the whitelist to access it, but it is actually publicly accessible. I have a couple friends that access it and play on the Minecraft server. It also has some other things like our Plex server for our media viewing and quite a few other things. To the left of it, this is a used mini PC I got. I think I got a total of $80 into it between the mini PC and the RAM and the SSD drives. Anyhow, this is a backup for our main server, so this gets backed up onto here once a week. That way, if I lose anything, all the virtual machines and containers and stuff, I have a backup copy to quickly recover. So, yeah. And then finally, up here, we have another, kind of looks identical, doesn't it? Yeah, because I bought two. This is on a different VLAN, and this is what I'm currently playing with. I have Home Assistant running on it, got some smart devices in the house, and I'm currently working on getting those set up and learning automation and that kind of thing. So, trying to think anything else. Oh, we have, one other device. This is a cheap QNAP 2-bay NAS. It's got two 2 terabyte, 3.5 inch drives in it. It's really slow, but this is the long-term backup storage for our documents and stuff. So this 4-bay one here is for quick and easy access, quick file sharing, but things that we need to keep long-term gets backed up onto here. It just takes forever to copy files and read from it because it's old. So, I'm trying to think anything else I'm missing here. A lot of the other stuff is out on the property. Like I said, multiple access points, multiple switches, multiple cameras. And, oh, yeah, there is one other thing back in there. It's kind of hidden, but there's a 4-port KVM where I can rotate between 4 computers on the screen. So that's the real link. We have it's a slow KVM, but it's for what I need. It's perfect. This one goes into that blue box that with our ad blocker. So if I need to do any code working directly here, or got to reinstall things, I can do that here. I got one for, this is for the main server, and then this one is for that 4-bay nest that I showed you. Don't really have to access these too much, but if I do, I have a keyboard here. I try to do everything remotely through SSH off of my main desktop. So yeah, I got to put it back to the real link. This is my wife's favorite TV channel. During the daylight, you can see the chickens running around inside the coop. So anyhow, that is the Woodland Geeks network. Like I said, there you have it. That's our network. That's where we currently are. Yep, a few things in the future I'd like to add, but I think I've spent enough money, and I think the wife said, slow down. So we got everything covered, got plenty of things for me to do. The tasks for this winter, as it gets colder and we can't go outside, learning more Home Assistant, creating a website for us, and we'll see what else we can dabble into. But there you go. Woodland Geeks Home Server.